So you're new to the gym, you know it, and everyone else around you also can see it as well. So I'm just going to give you a few rules of the weight room, also known as etiquette. First off, you got respect the gear. You don't like it when people disrespect your stuff, so don't disrespect the weight room's property. So that's probably the simplest one right there. Respect others in the weight room. They're there to get the same workout as you are, so you don't want people bothering you, so don't bother them if you don't have to. Respect yourself, and most importantly, have fun. Alright, first off, I'm going to talk about respecting the weight room. So when I say this, I mean clean up your stuff. If you're done with weights, make sure you put them back where you found them. If you break equipment, make sure you let the manager of the weight room or the gym know that it's broken so that they can repair it so other people can use it here in the future. And don't use it in any way that would be not the way it is intended to be used, because that's how it's going to get broken in the first place. So that's common sense for a lot of people. Leave it in better shape that you found it. So another thing in that aspect right there is to make sure that you clean up your area or the equipment that you've been using. So that means when you're done with a piece of machine equipment, that you wipe it down, because no one else wants to use it after you've been sweating all over it and got spit on it, all that disgusting stuff that is just awesome when you're working out and you have all them bodily fluids going onto your equipment. So yeah, and like I said, don't misuse the equipment. Respecting the gear is important, but it's also important to respect others that are in the weight room as well. So I guess some ways that you can do this is to only use one or two pieces of equipment at a time. That way you're not taking up the entire gym with your weights, so that they don't have to go and take off your weights after you've just put it on there. This will just help so that there's not as much congestion in the weight room. So another thing is the music. I know when I work out, I like to listen to music, but number one, or a big common no-no not to do while you're doing that, is to listen to it on your speaker. If you're going to listen to your own music, make sure you have your headphones or your plugs in so that you're only listening to your music and not everyone else around you can hear it as well. Because I know when I'm working out, I don't want to be listening to something else that other people are listening to that they think is going to get them pumped up when it's pop music. I know that I definitely don't get amped to that. So another thing is, if you're a big heavyweight lifter and you need a spotter, make sure you ask that spotter nicely, and make sure that when you're asking them that they're not in the middle of one of their sets, because that would be really disrespectful to them to just go up there while they're in the middle of a rep and ask them to come spot you when they're obviously busy themselves. So, and I guess the next topic is to respect yourself. So when I say that, I mean don't put on too much weight that you can't handle, that you get hurt. I gotta get down on my own notes. Stay hydrated. Keep yourself healthy when you're doing that. So that means drink a lot of water while you're there so you don't get dehydrated. Eat proper foods when you're done. And I guess the next one is to make sure that you're stretching while you're there. Anything to keep yourself from getting hurt while you're in the weight room is kind of a rule of the gym. Okay. And lastly is to have fun. You're there to work out. You're either there to start getting healthy, to get into that summer bod that you really want, or just to release some stress while you're there, because I know definitely that working out is definitely a great stress reliever. Okay, So all in all, the weight room may be a casual place to get healthy and have fun, but it's also a place of respect and etiquette.